This is the casual stream. Dude, it's so nice to just be like, yeah, just chilling, just hanging. Wow, my feet are huge. This is terrifying.
As a recap, we are currently £10,991.76 into a donation fundraiser for Special Effect, as you'll see behind me. And that has been raised through, the incredible donations of the TF2 community.
Cool.
Have just found out my mic has not been working.
Yeah, that's the face you want to see.
I've
been agreeing with nothing.
I'm gonna have to reset, like, emotion-wise.
Mm-hmm.
So just give me 1 second to reset, and I'll give you everything.
Let's see. All right, we're looking at some gorgeous gamers who are going to play some games. It is Gemm, Nuze, Gubbins, and Fate, a.k.a. the Homeboys. They're going to be playing several different games, some Binding of Isaac, some Counter-Strike. There's controllers. There's a lot of exciting things happening over the next hour and a half. We should catch up a little bit on some of the donations since the last segment. Looks like John Cario donated £10 and said, "Thank you for everything you do, from your continued support in our community to benefiting Special Effect. You guys are awesome." We just hit 11K. That's awesome news also.
And I'm back. I'm no longer tilted from being silenced for a significant amount of time. I'm back, and let's go. And yo, Loris, what's the name of the HUD you use? I saw it in the pub segment, and I'm curious. That was not my HUD, so I cannot tell you. Actually, the horrible thing, a HUD. Oh, there you go. Actually, no, the thing is, when we were doing a few months back, I was in America with Sammy to do the 7 Cooler Master bootcamp stream. And we needed a HUD for the main PC to run whilst we were watching the show matches. And the main thought process I had was, I need any HUD. I need a HUD. And I got a HUD, and I actually thought it was really cool for spectating. Unfortunately, when I was playing it earlier, I actually thought it was really awful. But let's move on very swiftly.
No offense. We got £50 from J-Dog. No message, but £50. That is very generous. Thank you, J-Dog. Presumably that was for the jump segment that just finished, and we are sorry for the delay on that. Yes. But it is very late in the evening, and we're digging to find our energy, but we're gonna power through. This is the hardcore time of the night for Hugs every time, because this is like the 1 a.m. to 6 a.m. where everyone's just like, just getting it, you know?
I mean, not being rude, but anyone who gave up before this point is a quitter, and anyone who's still awake is the true Hugs crew.
If you're asleep, whatever.
So
you didn't enjoy the real fun part, which is the part where we talk with nothing happening in our brains. Yeah, which is how that happens.
Actually, no. Shout out to the jump crew. That jump section was so intense that I had to go sit down for a little bit. I mean, there was some absolutely incredible jumping. Thank you to Max so much for working with us every year on putting this together. Max, I mean, it's the second event in a row in which he's planned out the entire schedule. Like, this jump will take this amount of time, and it takes essentially 14 minutes to run this map. Like the amount of work he puts into.
Like he knows things.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, and like the way that he approaches that jump segment completely changed the way I approach the show.
Nice.
Like it's absolutely phenomenal. So yeah, shout out Mac. Thank you so much to the jumpers. Thank you for showing us your incredible talents. And yeah, it was really, really lovely. And obviously, we had loads of donations during it. So thank you guys who stayed up for it in Europe and those who are joining us from America.
Yeah, America. This is like prime time in America. So I hope there are some fellow Americans in chat. And Europeans still in chat. You were troopers, and we love you for staying up with us. Yeah. I love 24-hour streams personally. The first Hugs I watched the whole damn thing.
See, I didn't watch the whole damn thing. So.
I did, because I was at home, so I'm comfortable. And I was like, those are my friends. And I hadn't actually met you guys yet. Yeah. So it was like a really cool experience. I just stayed up all night and watched Hugs, and it was really cool. And that was when I was just like, cool, I'm going now. So we have another £10 donation from Jazzy and a £20 donation from Theo, neither of which have any messages. Anonymous. Or just giving.
Nice save on the pounds as well.
Yeah,
nice save. No, it was good. I didn't even actually notice.
I've had too many currencies this last month, dude.
It's incredible.
It's blending together in my head. I've got coins that I don't know what they are.
No. Again, shout out to the American viewers. That's not first nature. Yeah,
it's a little rough.
It's good, man. It's good.
We got £10 from Morrow. Says lots of love. Thank you, Morrow. £25 from Scotch. Just says thank. I like that one.
Thank you. Very good.
Zyke 1017, 10 pounds. Jump segment was fun. Thanks for having us. Can the announcer give us a good yeehaw in a cowboy voice?
I'm not doing that. You can do it.
Yeehaw!
Oh, nice.
We're actually this
Nice.
this came up. We were talking about accents recently, and we were saying about how like I have a Californian accent naturally, but I can do quite a good Southern accent. Like that's the one that I think.
Yeah, same.
I think I can do pretty good at that one.
Yeah, that's good. Yeah, no,
We're
here's mine.
having a nice
Howdy.
little evening, getting a nice little breeze in here, cooling down a little bit.
I'm not going to possibly do the one accent I can do.
That's it. See,
it's
the
not
one
late
Ryan
enough.
can do is actually phenomenal.
Well, no, you're talking about
Your natural accent,
No, that's not good.
which is the best.
You
Do
forget that
it.
the next. No,
Do it.
pay me.
Peer pressure.
So
Wait, they
the
just
next-
paid you 11 grand. Come on.
There is no donation incentive for that.
All right.
The next donation is actually an important one. 'Cause it's Cubs,
Yeah.
otherwise known as the one attached to Omni.
Cupboard lady.
Yeah. And you guys and gals are the most wonderful people I've had the pleasure of knowing. Thank you for all the hard work and love you put into Hugs with a little heart, which is,
Cubs is lovely, and we love her.
Yeah,
We
shout out
thank
Cubs.
her for lending us, her piece of man.
piece of man.
Piece of man.
Let's not go into that culture argument right now. But yes, no, thank you for
Cubs.
Cubs. She's put up actually with quite a lot.
Oh,
Like, there'd be points in which like we'd take Omni for a meeting for hours into like 1 a.m, and he's just like, oh yeah, no, she's in bed, right behind me. I'm on the computer. Yeah, no, she can't sleep. Yeah, no, that's great. So yeah, thank you for putting up with our nonsense for a really long time.
We got 10 pounds from Senior Soda that says, my anime list forever.
Nice.
I have no comment for that one.
Yeah, no,
We're
yeah,
just
fair
gonna let
enough.
that one
yeah.
sail on by.
Yeah.
Well, so boys, I don't know how if the boys are in Mumble, if they can speak to us. Possibly.
If they're not, they should be. Yeah, most of you can
Yeah.
those who are tell the ones who aren't to fix their stuff up.
Not. Oh, ooh.
Oh, that's a lot of them.
Got
So
some
we can
boys.
show these boys on stream
Yeah,
if
what are you
possible.
what are you guys playing? What are you getting into? What are you feeling tonight? You're on Push to Talk, Fate.
Fate doesn't have his push to talk down. So I'll tell you that we're playing, me and Fate are going to do some CS Wingman.
What is
Some,
Wingman?
So it's, I just enabled sticky keys. Wingman is a two-player mode where you go co-op into a deep enemy territory environment, and you have to work out objectives and work together. And this guy is the biggest idiot I know, so this should be entertaining.
But he has
I believe you
perfectly
fully.
normal legs.
Yeah.
I wonder if he found his push to talk yet.
We were trying to work out. Is this working now?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. We were trying to work out how we were going to do our comms because we didn't want to do all of our comms in the stream rumble basically. So that's why the push to talks are a little bit wonky.
Yeah, as I was going to say, in terms of Fate being a completely useless gentleman, I mean, I didn't even know Fate was going to be here until 24 hours ago, but I'm so glad he is.
Yeah.
He really
I
improves
always
my
knew
life.
he was coming. I had the faith. I was like, no, Ryan, Fate is coming.
Well, no,
Gotta
we would
believe.
have had to take loads more on the train.
yeah, exactly. Like, here's the way that the Hugs law works. Like, Fate is a gamer. He's been around. He's been around for a long time. He's good friends of ours, and he always rocks up every year reliably with a car. And one day you all will learn just how much that means to a human being. Just like to reliably have transport. I will move mountains for you, Fate. I love you. Moving on.
I don't
What
feel
we
quite
looking?
that strongly. No offense.
What we're looking at from? I see a Gemm's PC on the right-hand side there, and it looks like some Binding of Isaac. What are we feeling?
Yeah, I've been getting into speedrunning Binding of Isaac recently. I kind of mostly completed the base game, and I just started doing some speedruns and find it really enjoyable.
Speedrunning Binding of Isaac. What's involved in that? I mean, apart from going quickly.
Essentially, what I'm doing is I'm running a mod which slightly alters the game, makes it a little bit more enjoyable to play for speedrunning. I'm basically doing race practice, so normally you would race against other people in an attempt to finish the game as fast as you can. The basic meta, I guess, is to reset until you get a good item, and then just run with that as fast as you can, basically. And yeah, different challenge I've normally been playing. And, yeah.
Yeah, like back in the day when we first got involved with like Hugs and stuff like that. Amy was really into Binding of Isaac, and she came across a couple of streamers. Like, actually, that's where she met. Oh God, what's the name of that gentleman that she knows from California that you know as well? Begins with P.
Not a lot of Californians.
Oh God, man. aliases. Aliases
I
are
know,
hard.
that I
It's
know.
not Puscari, and it's not like I know either. One of those people.
Purister.
Purister.
Yes.
Exactly. Yeah.
All right.
So
yeah.
she came across
Purister
like
actually is Californian.
Purister. Yeah. Exactly. Yeah. See,
If
I
you're
know.
here, Puri.
Yeah,
love
no,
ya.
I know what I'm talking about. Just about anyway, and yeah, they were getting into Binding of Isaac and stuff like that, and then she came across the speedrunning community very briefly and of the mods and stuff like that, and that's about as far as we got. So now, even just seeing it on the camera in front of me, I'm still just like, okay, let's see some
still
real
have
stuff.
No idea what's going on.
Let's still see some real stuff. It's a great game, to be fair. And then we've got Nuze in the far corner. And what are you playing, Nuze?
I'm playing Hollow Knight.
Do you want to explain?
Is it not active?
It's on his lips.
It's fine. He's push to talk.
Is it a bit quiet?
He'll get there.
There we go.
Hey, what's up, buddy?
Hello.
Hello?
Yeah,
Ooh,
that's
better.
good. That's
Okay.
good.
Yes, I'm playing Hollow Knight. It's like a 2D platformer, and it's kind of got Dark Souls vibes. It's very fun.
It looked really cool. I was watching him play a little bit earlier.
Yeah, I got you. Yeah. Would you consider it a roguelike?
Not quite. It's got like it's got its own kind of like mysterious story to it. It's very vague at the start, and you're just this little bug in a kind of bug kingdom. I'm currently at a shop trying to buy charms, which are like little upgrades you can have to your character.
Yeah, sure thing.
I'm not too far into the game, but I first watched Zesty play this on stream, and I really liked watching it. So it's quite a fun like mechanical game as well. Lots of interesting platforming and fighting you can do against the mob.
Shout out to Zesty.
And unfortunately, you've got a push talk button, which means that I'm going to stop talking to you and actually let you play the game. That'd be good of this, wouldn't it? Of course, I'll quickly remind us while we're all here. We're raising money for Special Effect. We're doing a 27, I believe, hour stream. I only wrote the schedule. I wouldn't possibly know how long it was. And we're trying to raise some money for Special Effect. Becky Frost from Special Effect was here earlier today, talking about the amazing work that they do and showing us some of the amazing tech that they're trying to push forward right now, especially in
Eye recognition.
Yeah, eye
software.
recognition and like gaze style technology, where you look at stuff and it happens, And it was a genuinely incredible little demo that they put forward to us, and she absolutely loved us. Like she came up to us afterwards and she's like, "It's amazing what you're doing. I'm WhatsApping all your pictures, blah blah blah."
So cool. Yeah, honestly, I effing love Minecraft, so that was really cool.
Yeah, man.
Minecraft is definitely one of those games that's like, if my friends played it, I would play it way more, because it's so easy to just pour your life into.
Got a problem with that game, man.
One of the things I also want to point out, Lux has been here like all day. She's a champion.
But Lauren, big time for Lauren.
Shout out to Lauren.
Yeah.
We got another donation from Zombo Tech. It says, "Well job."
Well job.
£10, thanks. I'm gonna take that as a compliment.
Yeah.
We
Well,
job.
it reminds me of I accidentally spelled Blackout John. Shout out to Blackout John. He's gone to bed now, but he was running production for us earlier. Blackout John of Blackout fame, Blackout gaming fame, and it was about a week ago. I was really tired. You worked pretty hard on the event, and late nights, etc. And I called him Blackout Job, and I've been calling him Blackout Job ever since. And that's almost job.
That's how good nicknames are made.
It's like upside down job.
Oh, things we can talk about. Number one, you still have time to enter one of the drawings. All of the drawings, actually. There are 3 Mechanical Cooler Master keyboards being given away to residents of Europe. And
I can find the
one of
tweet
the
to like.
ways that you can win, if you go to the Hugs Twitter, which is Hugs_TF,
Yes, it is. Yes.
you can find the 3 ways to enter to win. One of which is to submit questions on Twitter for Late Night Love, which is happening Late Night Lego Love this year.
Yeah, it's not that far away either. It's only a couple of hours.
In a few hours. So that's going to be Amy, Tweaky, Dr. Phil, and Zenith from Lego. Ask them your deep love questions, and they will be fielding
See
those.
if I can make this come up on screen.
Should
I might not be able
very
to.
interesting. So that's coming up. So that's one way. If everyone really likes your question, you can win a keyboard. Another way is to submit your art via Twitter.
Yep.
During the art segment, and it's going to be arbitrarily chosen. As I've told people, Ryan really likes doggos, so just
You're
saying
giving away
it,
my
just putting that out there.
No, I really like dogs.
He really likes dogs.
I'm in a team that's named after dogs.
Fluffy
and-
dogs,
oh,
aka cats.
crap.
Sheep dogs, aka sheep.
Yeah.
pretty much anything, any kind of doggo. And then the other is what, retweeting.
Yeah, follow an RT.
Follow
So
and retweet.
follow Hugs. You know, check out what we're saying.
Yeah.
RT retweet the thread, just because we want more people to see it. We want more people to get
Yeah.
involved. And there you go, down there. Submit an art tweet, and then there's another one coming up saying follow and retweet.
Yeah.
And it's
so
just that
this-
we want more people to see it. We want more people to get involved.
Yeah, and I mean, Hugs is a thing. This is the 5th year, and we'll be continuing. We'll be doing, Ryan's made this a part of his life, which is pretty incredible.
It's okay.
Eeply, Loris, and Tweaky have been doing this for 5 years, and they're pretty cool people, I think. To bring this many people together for a cause, everyone out of pocket, just to come and support this cause, you have to be pretty incredible people for that many people to want to support you.
Well, I was going to say, a vaguely related story. Actually, shout out to Diggy B, who's just put out Rude Boys on the Block as a donation message for £10. A lot of respect for Diggy B. My only one experience with Diggy B is, well, no, that's not necessarily true. The only one true physical experience with that sounds awful too.
Let's get there.
Physical experience with Diggy B is I met him at LAN last I-61. We scrimmed him a lot in East 12 mid, and he came up to me. He's just like, "I'm Diggy B, and you're the doggos." And then we shook hands, and it was over.
That
And
was your whole
That's
experience.
the entire experience. But
deep,
shout out
bro.
Diggy B, you left an impression for something so short. Again,
Yeah.
don't take it that way.
We also have a £10 donation from Articuno53 that says "Get a cheers." We too are Get a Whale fans, so
Actually, yeah, no, shout out to Get Well. We've had a
Shout out
lot
to
of
Get
good
Well.
experiences.
we love
with-
Get a Whale.
with
I
Get
saw him in chat earlier. He's been hanging out. He's a good boy. And then also we have some donation incentives. One of which is Perm eating a birthday cake. Which, to be honest with you, I've seen him wearing a birthday hat. I need a picture of Permzilla in a birthday hat,
She found out how close we are.
reluctantly eating a birthday cake. I need that photo because you know what? Perm actually does not enjoy eating. I stayed with him for a few days. We went out for dinner. He ate about 3 bites, and then he was like, oh, it's a bit much.
Yeah.
It's a bit much for me. So I would like to see him eat more than 3 bites of anything, if I'm honest with you.
Yeah. Okay, here's the breakdown on this one, right?
Yeah.
We've got some donation incentives. We're learning this year that I don't think the web page for donation incentives is quite right. We're hearing your feedback. Bit late to change it now, unfortunate. But we're learning that it's not quite right because we've got £11,000 of donations from you wonderful people, but next to no incentives.
Yeah,
You-
you could
y'all
be
need
putting
to
that
give us
money
some.
toward an incentive.
So here's your thing, right? We're with you for 2 hours, well, an hour and a half now. We have the Perm Eats entire birthday cake for breakfast Sunday incentive. It's about £500 away. So over the next 2 hours, if anybody's thinking of donating, all I want for you to do, I'm going to plead for you here. If you're donating in the next 2 hours or so, well, hour and a half, just put the money on the Perm birthday cake.
yes,
I don't care about anything else.
yes.
It's just like,
We'll still read it.
yeah,
It'll be like a
You'll get
normal thing.
everything.
You'll get everything you normally get, and Perm reluctantly eating a birthday cake.
yeah, it's like, that Reddit thing when they all had to do a little dot on a board and they created these wonderful images. It was called like Place or something. I want to do that. Everybody who will donate in the next hour or so, just on the Perm birthday cake. Let's get that thing nailed.
Let's do this.
And, £10, $10. Let's move it forward. Well, it's $15, but I got that confused, and I'm British.
Yeah, it's 15 right now. The conversion rate's terrible. Thanks,
Go
Trump.
Britain. Nice one. All right, so we're watching some Binding of Isaac on screen, and I want to hear from Gemm. What's going on?
Cool.
I'm close to death, unfortunately.
Well, that sucks.
That's just genuinely how my speedrunning goes in this game. I get too cocky and then just take damage.
What
So-
went wrong?
I just kind of walked into things, and tried to go fast, and then yeah, I'm not sure.
Well, that
I'm working on it.
That's Fate's reward, as you'll see there. And going over to Fate, I mean, how's it going on your end?
Well, I mean,
dead.
I felt like I got a bit
Nice
baited by my
transition.
teammate, to be honest. But we'll try and work it out next round.
can we get an eye on the Counter Strike a little bit?
It de-
Curious. I've
depends
not
on-
seen this game mode before, so I'm very curious. Ooh, there we go. We got the
Seamless.
Gubbo
Shout out to
cam.
production, everyone. Little shout out to
Shout out
production.
to production.
Very good. And
They're
we're watching some
planting
Gubbins.
the bomb. What map is this, Gubbins?
It's really changed my sensitivity.
This
Who knows?
is Rialto, it's called.
Ah.
There's some pretty funky maps in this mode.
I think I need to hear some kind of play-by-play. I know you're trying to be serious here, but
Gubbins is dead.
not enough. Not enough,
The bomb is ticking.
Hopefully they
at least
don't
give us-
defuse it.
Give us the context, you know, like what's going
Yeah,
on
what are
here.
you trying to accomplish? Is it literally just oh, he found it?
Rialto is a small town on the western coast of Italy, about halfway down, opposite Milan. That's completely wrong. My geography is terrible.
Mm-hmm.
The terrorist side, which is us, trying to get our superior potato recipe to Steve, and they're trying to stop us. That's it.
Are we buying this round?
Yes,
Gubbins?
we're always
okay.
buying.
Well, whilst these guys are setting up, I will say we've got Seppu in goal saying the goal is like £1,000 total. That better be a large cake. Well, consider yourself, anyone who donates for the Perm Cake donation incentive, you're one part of the cake. And
Yeah.
together we make a bigger cake.
We
you
can
know?
make him miserable as a collective.
Yeah. Like if
and I
we
think
make
that's a
this
bigger
cake,
goal.
yeah, if this
Yeah.
cake happens, you know, we can make a big cake between us. You know, like we're not too small to make a big cake. I'm looking at that camera as if I'd change to that camera like it's a newscast. Either way, boys, yeah, take it away. Tell us what you're doing.
Fate, Gubbins,
Sorry,
what's going on?
I'm focused. Oh, I'm dead.
So I got confused by the keyboard and kept hitting escape instead of forward, and that's basically the start of my round.
You suck. Let's check out what Nuze is doing. Because you've just died
Yeah, you guys
twice.
are pretty bad at that game.
So what's going on, Nuze?
Thanks, Sammy.
You're welcome, sweetie.
I was just going to the surface to get into the shops, but there was nothing of interest for me there.
Do you want to maybe see if you can get voice activity on for talk us through what you're doing?
Yeah.
We'll give him a second for him to get to a safe place before we demand that of him. But yeah, I mean, Seppu agreeing with the large cake idea. Exactly. You know, we're one part of a large cake.
I just honestly feel like Perm is just gonna hate every minute of it, and that's what makes it so beautiful.
Yeah, he barely agreed. I asked him would he be up for it, and he barely agreed.
I got him to wear the birthday hat. Like, I got this giant pink, like, 40-something woman's birthday hat, and I got him to wear it for like an hour during Rewind, and that was like under extreme duress.
Yeah, it gets him quite stressed.
Yeah,
so I was thinking,
it's great. He
if
hates
we
the
achieve
spotlight. That's
this-
why it's better. It's more fun.
Yeah, if we achieve this, then my perfect vision is just to have him like in the corner of the sofa for like the entire morning, just eating cake.
Yeah.
Because I mean, he's not going to rush this thing.
It'll be like a bite every 10 minutes.
Yeah, he's not going to think like, yo, if I get this thing done quickly, it'll end sooner. You know, he's just going to be like, you know, bit of cake now,
Yeah.
bit of cake in a minute.
And he'll
you know.
just be sitting here laughing. Go, it's so sweet.
Yeah. But I mean, we've got, I believe I set it for about 9 a.m. So we've got about 7 hours to fulfill that. I mean, that's about £500, 7 hours.
I believe in us.
I completely
This is
believe
a
in us.
hard campaign we're doing here.
Yeah.
We got a £10 donation from Tails8521 that says, "Feels birthday, man." I'm going to assume that went toward the donation incentive. Thank you, Tails.
I hope so. That'd be wonderful.
Yeah.
Cool. Fantastic. So what's going on? What's going on, Fate? Have you sorted this out?
Honestly, it hasn't really been going very well.
I'm shooting Mans. Mans is dead.
Come
Oh,
on,
I've
boys.
also switched weapon on. This is terrible. So the problem I'm having is my push to talk is also my walk slowly button. So I'm walking slowly.
How have you ever played CS before? I mean, not being rude.
Just
Sorry.
never communicate.
No offense, but have you ever? Oh, see, this is really what the variety section's about.
It's
I mean,
2 in the morning.
It's about variety of gameplay and diversity of level of play.
I don't care.
What is that?
What's going on, Nuze? How are we doing? Have you set up a method of talking to us?
Yes, I think, does this work? Does it sound good? The voice
Fantastic.
activity
It sounds
should be-
wonderful. So talk
Okay,
us through it now.
Brilliant. At the
There's a guy
moment,
top right, top right roof.
so I just killed a boss that gave me a new ability, and I know there's a few places in the map where I can use that to access new areas, but I can't remember where exactly they are. So I'm just navigating through, killing mobs on the way to get some geo, which is like the in-game currency, and trying to find my way to the bits with the new areas.
Okay, so what turned you on to this game after watching Zesty play it? Like, what intrigued you?
Well, it looks like I'll try and get you to a bit where there's more people for me to fight, or insect, I guess, because it's like the mechanics of the game are really tight. There's like some of the abilities that you get give you a lot of interesting
Get
moves.
pooped on, kid.
So I can fire like that. You can see the dashing that I'm doing as well. When you hold the ability button, it heals up. So whenever you attack a monster, it gives you a bit of what's called soul, and that's like the charge in game. And you use soul to use your abilities.
Yeah, it's got a really beautiful, like, kind of hand-drawn appeal, hasn't it? Like, kind of looking at like these animations, and yeah, they're very, very pretty. Like,
It's
man,
a gorgeous game artistically.
yeah.
The music's really nice as well in this game.
Yeah, I mean, I have absolutely no idea if they can hear the music on stream, but I'm assuming some effort's been made. I mean, we're trying our best. It's a night
Nothing's
shift.
come right.
It's our night shift.
We have so many excuses
Yeah.
prepared.
Yeah, exactly. We've got a whole list of them prepared. But yeah, no, I can actually see completely see the appeal just from this small. Oh, apparently there's some music now on stream, so we can hear what's going on there. We'll take a quick silence break, Fantastic. That was a great bit of music there. I'm glad we couldn't hear either.
I've just got Jurassic Park stuck in my head.
Literally, it's between that and it's between that and my housemate's got this real problem with this with a song called Thomas the Skank Engine, which if you want to go on,
Banger.
Excuse you?
Yeah.
yeah, my housemate's got a massive thing for Thomas the Skank Engine. It's a song, but
So
yeah,
in Ryan's house, they have the Google thingy.
yes,
What is it called officially?
Google thing.
Google thing, cool. So it's like a speaker that you can do stuff with on your phone. So he'll turn on Thomas the Skank Engine, and then his roommate from the other room, as there are like 10 people in the living room at like 1 o'clock in the morning, will just come on and say certain messages, like over the songs. You'll just hear like the voice of God come in to the middle of the song. It's an experience. It seems like a fun place to live.
It's okay. So we're watching some CS now, and I want to hear what you guys are up to.
All right, so we're going to rush him on the right side.
Also, I think that Nuze's sensitivity might be a little bit on the low side. But anyway, yeah, let's hear what's going on over there.
Oh, got him. Ooh, Gubbo.
Get pooped on, kiddo.
Well, that's not very nice.
Sorry, I mean, better luck next time, mate.
Yeah, let's hear some heavy comms. Come on, I want you to take this over for a sec.
Right, what are we doing? I'm Mac 10, so I'm going to go close right. Flashed in. Smoked right.
Nothing in middle. Med down.
Idiot on,
Soldier's weak.
idiot on B.
Bombs down on the left.
Rush. Go forward. Go backwards. You suck. Ah, you don't. You own.
Gubbins single-handedly making Fate look stupid. No offense.
Can you guys see the scoreboard when I pull it up?
Yeah. Yeah. No, actually, no. I see quite a showing there from
There's
the
a disparity here.
young Englishman.
Yeah.
So,
As opposed to...
The
Yeah,
other young Englishman.
I found one of those
He's a
areas.
Jersey boy. Oh, let's go over to Nuze.
Woohoo! Gubbins, that was dirty.
Let's go over to Nuze in a second and see what he's talking about.
Well, you missed Gubbins saying tap that. That was classy.
And we're in a purple area. Let's see what you're doing.
Yeah, so when I walk on the ground here, because it's shaking, this is the ability that I unlock.
I'm getting called out for cheating!
Breaks the ground below me. So now I'm in a new area. I have no idea what it is. I don't have a map for this thing. Crystal Peak, apparently.
So this is completely unknown to you.
Take us on an
That's
adventure,
How
exciting.
Nuze.
terribly I do.
Take us
And
on an adventure.
every area has like its own set of monsters that have like characteristics about their AI. So these guys I can't damage, so I'm gonna have to just avoid them.
It's quite
This is a
mesmerizing.
blob of some currency.
Currency.
It's called Geo, but you know.
It's just a block of currency.
Diamonds are so pretty. Pretty.
Guys playing Minecraft over here.
Really?
Oh, wow, the little explosions are great. Like, they look so good. And you're playing on an Xbox controller, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Does it feel like a good game for controller? Is that kind of the idea?
Oh yeah, absolutely. It feels really tight to play.
That's
I
a
just got air shot.
nice early morning.
Wee woo.
Bit of a police action there. I mean, it is Saturday night in London, and you never know. What, Gemm, how you doing?
Someone isn't queuing properly.
One left.
Yeah, I died, unfortunately.
That does not surprise me.
Well,
It was
that's
not
fine.
going well. To
Not
break
as
down.
long as Gubbins, so yeah. I've got another run going now, so it's going pretty well.
Yeah, what's going on with it?
I start with Magic Mushroom basically, which is really good because it gives you a plus 1.5 damage multiplier. So basically, your damage later in the game scales really well. And then later on the same floor, I got Small Rock, which is like a big damage up. So I'm kind of shredding things up now at the moment.
On the mod stuff, on the right-hand side of the screen, is that the items that you've picked up? Or is that...
Yeah, that's actually in game now. They added that in a DLC. So it's a history of all the items I picked up, basically. On the left, you can see stats, which is also an in-game.
Bringing it onto the sofa, Omni, who's actually got quite a lot of Binding of Isaac experience. Hello,
No.
Omni.
Hello, Omni.
We're going to come here and critique some Binding of Isaac.
Who's playing?
That's Gemm.
Gemm. Okay.
Hey,
Right. Okay. So
I
what have you,
regret
what
entering
have you
this
picked up? Oh, you got the rock.
I have the Rock and Magic Mush.
Ooh, you're a bit beefy then. You got some
I am, yeah. I restarted for the Magic Mush, so it doesn't really count, I guess.
I was always quite a big fan of how Binding of Isaac used items to affect your player model. That was really cool. Like the idea that you could be this like really messed up beast at the end.
Spider?
Yeah.
You're not taking the spider mod?
What does it do? It just gives you damage to them.
He's the best guy. You just take him all the time, no matter what.
Best game mode.
Look at him go.
You just take him. That's the point.
He looks happy.
You just take him. Look at him.
It literally just shows you the damage you're doing.
Yeah. But he's the best guy.
Oh,
See, look at that. Bang.
Now you've got a little friend with you.
You got baited.
I did. most of the stats effects in this game just make the game harder. They just make enemies like more unpredictable.
See, now he loves you.
Did you die, Gubbins?
No, we're going into a second game, and Fate didn't want to play the map we just played. I was thinking of just selecting that map and none others, but I'm gonna give him one off. Let him pretend like he's good for one game.
So, for those who haven't played this game before, Gemm, how would you explain it?
It is a roguelike, so every run's different. You pick up items, and items make you stronger. They vary massively between each run. There's just so many items in the game. And kind of the draw of the game is that as you play it, you get better, and you also unlock more items and unlock more endings, and it's quite a deep game when you get into it.
Yeah, it's pretty wild in terms of just like the amount of items you can have,
Yeah.
and how much it can change like game to game, and also like as you say, the more you play it, the better it becomes. It's like
the way the items like interact and give you different synergies and things like that is very very fun.
it's like a fine cheese, you know.
Potatoes in chat.
Shout out to Potato. I mean, well, I guess we should
Hi,
do really
Scab.
shouting out anyone. And Veet's going to bed, I believe, and I mean, shout out to that man. I mean, I don't think there's a gentleman who's done more outside of Hugs for Hugs than...
I'm quite surprised that he's actually going to bed. Usually he holds out. Usually...
He's saying goodnight to someone. He's still with us!
Alright, yeah. I was
Got
gonna-
it.
Apologies, sorry, I read that
I
too
was
quickly.
about to go like full like wheat hoofed. You're wuss. Usually he holds out more than anybody
Disbelief.
else.
He's literally the strongest gentleman
We
I
got
know.
a new donation, £10 from Autumn Bomb. No message.
Thank you, Autumn Bomb. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Many appreciate.
It's not autumn, but we'll take it anyway.
Yeah.
Spring bomb.
I'm just glad we got that window open. I'm feeling so much better. It was so warm up
Yeah.
here. It was so unbearably warm.
For those outside of Britain right now, the heat is horrendous.
Gross.
It's not so much a heat as it is a humidity.
Humidity,
I think it's just in here.
It's
rather
like
than-
it's like when I went to the Amazon and you step off the plane and it's 70 degrees, just 22, you know, not so bad.
yeah.
75% humidity. That means it's just the water's just in the air everywhere. It felt like it was pushing down on your lungs. It was horrific.
Yeah,
Every
it's
day.
been a real struggle today. So shout out to all the guys who's been on the sofa. I mean, Gubbins is over there playing games now, but he's just not very long ago finished a 2-hour jump segment with a Cupcake, where he was talking a lot. So yeah, shout out to that guy. It's a lot of strength to go through and survive this kind of heat.
Second shout out to those jumping guys in Mumble. They carried me. It was an outstanding section, to be honest.
It was brilliant to watch, honestly. Really, really brilliant. So what's going on, Nuze? Tell us what's happening.
This area's... I just died, so I need to go recover my Geo. This area seems to be pretty tricky, because the platforming's pretty ridiculous.
That looks like Super Meat Boy, right? Is it like, you know, that kind of like style of puzzle?
This kind of stuff is part of like the appeal from when I watched it. It's just... It seems really fun, and again, the controls are really tight. Like, I like games that feel good to play gameplay-wise.
Have you watched any demos from Hollow Knight?
No, not really. But yeah, this is the part where I died, and it's... I don't really know what I'm doing.
That's stressful.
Oh man, the enemies are the cutest thing, because like the backgrounds are like quite dim and mysterious, but some of the enemies are like little hand-drawn wonderful things.
Look, the
So you can
adorable little
see-
cat ghost.
This little guy here is my ghost.
Oh, it's your ghost.
Yeah, so when I die, there's a ghost that's left where I died with the Geo that I had, so you can see I just gained 1,000 or whatever.
Nice.
And I have to fight him to get my Geo back. It's not hard because it's a few hits, but he can do the same abilities that I can do, so he can catch you off guard.
It's a really cute concept. I like that.
There's a donation in from Juno, £10. Juno's a friend of ours, and his donation message, I will read it. Harry Potter must not go back to Hogwarts.
Thanks, Dobby. What's the Dobby thing with him? I saw that he had drawn a picture.
So it's a terrible meme based on the fact that apparently Epley looks like Dobby from Harry Potter. I don't necessarily see it, but it is quite funny. So yeah, he did draw us some Dobby artwork earlier. However, my retort to that is, Juno, go to bed.
Yeah, we don't want your money, Juno.
We do want your money, but
Yeah,
go
we
to
definitely
bed.
want that
Look
money.
after yourself, you know. There's a lot to watch tomorrow, you know.
There's the Lego
Look after
Lego
yourself.
show match tomorrow. I'm looking forward to that.
Oh, actually,
a lot.
no, I'm very much
Should be
looking forward
good.
to that, yeah. Of course, yeah, coming up in the morning. I mean, after us, I believe it's 3 a.m. I don't know what time is it now. Completely lost track. 3 a.m. we've got the Late Night Love series, or is it 4 a.m.? Is there pubs between?
I
Who
think
knows?
there's a pub, and then... Alright.
It's gotten quite late. Sorry,
I have no idea.
we've got to recall it. 1 second.
I mean, I'll be real. I disappeared for a little while there, back there for a little bit, yeah?
Bud.
Yeah? It's because I fell asleep on the toilet.
That's impressive.
I did think you were gone for a while.
Yeah. Well, I did my business. And then,
And then
I
he
sort,
passed out.
and then I sort of just went like this. And then I was gone for a good 10
Yeah.
20 minutes.
So what we've got is in 55 minutes, we're going to start up with an hour of pubs led by... Oh, wow. Gubbins is apparently doing that as well. I think maybe we'll give Gubbins a break and find someone else to jump in on that one, because he's been here for a good 3 hours.
We'll see.
Yeah, we'll see. And then after that, 4 a.m. local time is Late Night Love, which is the Lego Late Night Love. I can hear myself echoing for someone. Late Night Love, which is Tweak and the Lego Boys are going to be answering questions based on love, relationships, and team drama. So if you have any kind of questions related to any on all three, hit us up on Twitter,
Oh, yeah, I got something.
hashtag
I was smoking in the
HugsLate,
house.
or reply to us on the tweet that we sent out. I put one in based on the
you upset?
difficulties that I'm having between me and
I know there's
my
one.
roaming soldier, saying just like, if we never get out of V12 to our mid, how will our relationship survive? But if you have anything else at all, like maybe you love Doctor a little bit too much, or maybe you have a thing for hot men like the Pyro. Hey.
Or Lego.
Or Phil, you've watched
Yeah,
that quite well.
maybe it's your time to profess your love to Dr. Phil.
Yeah.
More Phil, less shirt.
Yeah. Shout out if you have any kind of questions whatsoever. And if you do so, you could win a keyboard as long as you're in Europe. Which isn't a great time to be saying that because it's 2 a.m. But if you're in Europe and you want a keyboard, send us a question and you'll be in a chance to win one. Thanks to
One more.
Cooler Master USA.
Thanks,
So,
Cooler Master.
Gubbins
You're
just
cool.
got killed by a weeb.
How can you prove it?
Thoughts? They had a weeb avatar.
That's proof enough for me.
Yeah.
Lynch.
Thoughts? Oh, I think Fate killed him. Fate, did you kill the weeb?
Yeah, Fate just carried me
Yeah,
down.
I got him.
Alright, cool. Can you kill him again?
That's actually my plan, yeah.
Cool.
No, I am not doing late night love. That is my opportunity to nap.
Yes, I actually am
That is my nap
thoroughly
time.
on that point of view.
Yeah.
Yeah, generally
Also-
there's a bit of a meta to dealing with hugs.
Yeah.
It's either you're an early starter and you kind of continue on, or you kind of like, rise like the phoenix halfway through.
Yeah.
And I'm kind of
Outside
going
step.
with the
Also feel like
die in the middle.
it wouldn't really be fair for me to give advice because I have like the worst love life ever.
If anything, I feel like that'd be a reason to ask a question.
Really counterintuitive.
You'd be just like, please, Dr. Phil, fix my existence.
Fix me. I'm broken.
I agree with more Phil, less shirt, says
Yeah.
Thunder.
More Phil less shirt.
I mean, I don't think I can make a donation incentive for that. I mean, I can
I know.
legally, but I can't according to the Twitch boys. So
Yeah.
TOS.
It's unfortunate.
TOS.
We need to abuse him. He's got a talent, It's sitting there
Doors
and
open.
looking pretty.
Oh, I thought your talent was going to say him getting drunk.
yeah.
Oh yeah.
Shout
it
out to the
takes half a
guys. Sorry, shout out to the guys in chat who were saying, I'm not good with Twitter. You can also send us an email to staff@hugs.tf with your question, and that's still entered as part of the draw. You can even make it anonymous, et cetera, et cetera. Like,
If
we
you
don't
not like your name. shown.
Yeah, we've had a
it's
couple of
perfectly
anonymous
understandable.
ones, like maybe what they're saying is, a little bit close to home.
Maybe
it's
it's
a a
real.
public
There's one
forum.
near the rock by their spawn.
So you can
Like
put
on
it
the corner of the
into an email staff@hugs.tf, and we will make sure that is included.
And you can still win a keyboard from doing that. So
Absolutely, yeah, as long as
please
you're
participate.
European.
yeah, as long as you're European.
And that's another £15 from Juno. Okay, have fun, everyone. Enjoy the stream. Save the animals. I believe that's him going to bed.
Good night, Chino.
And save the animals.
Also save the animals.
That was fulfilling
Kill the
a
animals, save the
small.
frames.
Save the frames. Thank you, Gubbins.
30 seconds.
Kill the weaves. Save the frames. Same thing, right?
Oh, this is quite tense. Check this out.
Okay.
Nice.
That's a
Nice!
Yeah, no, shout on stream. We can also do art submissions through staff@hugs.tf if we need. It's easier if you tweet it because we have a button on the phone or on the iPad, which means that we can just press one button and see it on screen.
How is
But if you don't want to use it, if you can't use it, we will get around that. We will
that's
make
fine,
it happen, especially if you include a name so that we can tweet it or something. I don't know.
how is our art submissions going?
Really well. We've had some great ones.
Yeah?
There was really inspired ones earlier during the special effect guest stream. There was a wasp flying around on the chandelier above us, and we had an amazing drawing of Steve the Giving Wasp sent to us.
Yeah.
We've had some really lovely bits of
I
artwork.
did see that one,
Yeah, we've had some very inspired bits. We've had some SFM.
Gonna-
We've had some drawing, painting, digital art. It's really been going well. I'd love to see more. Like earlier they were saying, it could be cool to have some, singing, music, or short film, whatever. There's some photography for sure. It wasn't very TF2 related, but it was photography. And we'll take it. We'll sit and we'll judge. And no, we won't judge. We'll
it's
just
all part
share
of the
it. and-
family.
yeah, we'll share it, and we'll be doing our own during the time. That's roughly 10 a.m. I believe. So you've got all the way up until 12 p.m. tomorrow to get that stuff to us, and we'd love to have it. And it's a great chance again to win a Cooler Master keyboard.
Very excited to see what Squirrel does this year.
I know what Squirrel's doing this year.
Oh, don't ruin it for me.
No,
spoilers.
you're gonna
I forgot
love
about
it.
Squirrel
Am
section,
I?
actually.
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
it's really good. He's
The other guy was outside.
he's gonna make something quite fantastic for us. It's more inspired than ever,
Nice.
and it's completely out of his comfort zone as well. I mean, I'll see if I can get back to mine before tomorrow morning to get his old painting. But if I can't, we'll just have to remember that last year he did. What's the map? Got the name of it. Sweden. Yeah, he did like
And
a
he
wonderful
did nice
pink,
Sunshine the
purpley.
year before,
Yeah, and then Sunshine did the Sunshine Lighthouse the year before. Did a wonderful job.
The wrong stripes.
Yeah, he did the wrong stripes. Yeah. Yeah,
Amateur, but he's a professional now. You don't start professional straight away.
Yeah, you have to build your way to the top. Start at the bottom.
So we were out with Amy at TK Maxx, and she was saying about how great it would be if you could spectate esports in real life. Like you find something cool at the store and you're just like, nice! You get really hype, like scare the shit out of people, Let's go!
question
this is
in
a great
chat.
candle.
Isn't that
Question
what we
in
were doing in
chat.
the clearance area?
Not the clearance area. Why is everything on the floor?
Question in chat. I mean, I think there's a WeHoved exclamation mark when. There you go. But for anyone asking, the medals will be released when Valve push them. But also at the same time, it's usually a couple of weeks after the event, you know. So no stress. You will not be getting them for the next few hours.
Did you say under?
Do not email us. Do not tweet us about the medal. We will get them to you, though.
Do not add anyone and ask where your medal is.
Shall I tell you how many
Do
ads
not-
I've received today
Do
about the
not
medal?
make the organizers miserable.
Shall I tell you how many ads I've received
You
today
will
just
get your
about the
medal.
medal?
There's no one who hasn't gotten their medal.
Ever.
You just wait patiently. And it arrives.
8.
Every tournament, every charity event, the medals come, but you have to wait for Valve to like put them in the game.
Want mine now, though.
Anyway, any CS boys, how you doing?
Pretty decent,
This is our map.
actually. We're winning
This is our
7-4 on Lake now, which is our map.
Never
I've
mind,
got a
I've
story
Never
for you,
mind,
Gubbins,
Fate.
if you want it.
Oh, please.
Thunder in in chat. I will never forget the time I drunkenly declared my love for Gubbins at I-43, and he walked straight past me. Times were hard back then.
That's surprising. Gubbin seems like
Times
the kind
have
of
changed.
person to.
Oh, if you have any questions that you might want to, I mean, it's a long time since I-43, and if you need to work through that in roughly 3 hours, we will have the late night love section. So if you want to send us a question for that, feel free. We can work you through that. By the way, as a side note, none of the people asking questions are therapy trained.
No.
Yeah, they are.
Or answering.
Just psychotically. Right?
They're trained to be on the other end.
They're trained to be
Yeah.
absolutely mental.
Yeah.
We're trained to have relationship problems, not solve them.
Yeah.
Well,
But
as I
send
was
your
saying
questions in
before-
anyway, yeah.
I was saying before, like, I go to Amy about everything, and she's usually right. I don't take her advice, but she's usually right. I come back later, and I'm like, yeah.
Yeah, you know
And then
what?
she just kind of be like, oh, come in then, you know.
Oh, no, that's not good.
So, you know, but I'm
You'll
saying
never
she
learn your
gives,
lesson.
she gives good advice.
Well, there you go.
You just got to take it.
Gemm, how's it going?
Dreadfully, I died again. As is tradition.
I like
So-
this little run. You got your nice glowy balls.
Can we get more donations with Save the Animals on it? Because if I'm watching Binding of Isaac trying to speedrun it and seeing Save the Animals at the end, I'm just going to feel like I'm closer to a certain other
Oh, God,
charity event.
Juno has not gone to
If you
bed.
could.
Juno
Oh.
is still here. Go to bed, Juno.
Juno keeps not going to bed and has given another £25, rounding out this entire donation to what is that now, 50?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well done, Juno. That's
Thanks,
15
Juno.
minutes for £50. We're getting ourselves slowly. I really hope that you went with the agreement that we all had as a stream to put it all towards the Permzilla birthday cake
Please.
donation incentive. Everyone, please. Permzilla birthday cake donation incentive.
I think this is a good opportunity as well if anyone has any questions in chat. Because we were talking about like late night land stories that we did last year.
Yeah.
If you guys have any questions about any lands over the last few years or anything like that, I mean, we just did the 7 boot camp. That was pretty cool.
Yeah,
And
that was really
Rewind
wonderful.
and Copenhagen Games and I-61 and
I mean,
Last Hugs.
Omni and I met at I-52. We found some footage from that the other day.
That was pretty good.
Yeah, that was a
We
good
looked
time. In fact, I met
very
most of these
different.
people.
I was
I-52.
quite slim, and you did not have a beard.
I did not have a beard.
And neither did I.
I had longer
Brian
hair.
transforms every 6 months into a completely different person visually, and we've decided Eeply has
I think
stayed
it
the
was
same
Scout and
for a
AK
solid
outside.
decade.
He
Yeah,
hasn't
he
changed
looks the
since he was a
same
boy.
as he
Yeah.
was when he was a little boy.
I hear one behind me.
Yeah.
Sometimes he has a mustache.
I think I'm inside someone.
I don't think that's intentional.
It just happens. He just wakes up one day and he's got one.
Yeah, no, it's who's playing Isaac? That is Gemm of TF2 Observing Fame playing Isaac, and he is doing some. I've forgotten what the phrase was. You said like race time trials. I don't know.
Yeah, like
Speed
race
run.
practice, I guess you'd call it.
Race practice. I was close. And it's going medium well because he's
It's going
died
badly.
twice.
To be fair, I've never really completed like a speed practice run, so I'm not really having high hopes. It's just fun to do, you know.
Oh, there's no judgment here, Gemm. We've all got to start somewhere.
Thanks.
And on the other PCs, we have some Hollow Knight going on with Nuze. How's it going, Nuze?
It's kind of tricky because I'm exploring the area a little bit, but I don't have a map for it yet. Go around.
Get yourself towards that mic, Nuze.
I'm trying to go around just on my memory of the place, and when I discover new areas, it's kind of it's really hard to keep track of where I'm going without a map. So sometimes I'm backtracking. I think I've explored most of what I can in this bit for now, but I'm just trying to find the next part. Like this is new still, but it's I don't know. It's tricky. I need a map, so I'm gonna try and find the guy that stays down here that will have a map. Beat him on the surface.
You're trying to say
or-
there's a gentleman in a dark cave with a drawing, and that's currently what you're
Yes.
working towards.
Yes, I need to
Well,
find him.
Fair,
I have no
fair
idea
enough.
where he is.
The art in this is really incredible. Like I'm enjoying it like thoroughly, just visually. It's very elegant.
Already
Yeah,
playing
that's
Hollow
one of the
Knight.
big things that appealed to me when I first saw it as well. Was just like the art in the visuals as well as the audio is just insane.
We haven't heard the audio, but we have to imagine it's fantastic.
Yeah, I think it's happening on stream, at least
Yeah.
a certain amount. It's just on our side. The bane of production is that audio is not necessarily always what you want it to be. Anyway, Omni, how you doing anyway? I mean, we've been awake a while. I mean, we started at the...
We have to stop doing this, me and you. Like, not hugs, but I mean, like, we said, what did we say yesterday? We said,
don't remember what happened
before the
yesterday.
stream starts, probably around about 11 o'clock on Saturday, we'll go back to yours, we'll have a shower, have a bit of a nap, come back in, right? Nice
Now
and
we went to
done.
Argos.
Easy, easy, easy. What do we do? Not that. And now we stink, and we're tired.
Every year.
To be
Omni.
fair, everyone stinks. It's hot. Like, there's not much you can do about it.
Yeah, but we could have avoided being this stinky at least, like.
Well, now you're in it. You might as well elbow in.
Yeah. We're already here now, so.
It is every year, Omni.
Yeah,
Like,
it doesn't change.
we've got to talk about this at some point, man. I mean, you know,
Well,
maybe we should be the guys that ditch out at 11 p.m.
Potato says the
But it's like-
entire.
Shout out to Eeply, by the way.
Yeah. Like, well, it's like we were saying earlier, we just care too much. We don't want to, like, leave everyone behind.
I care.
Yeah.
I think we care.
Potato said the entire game is hand drawn.
The entire game is hand drawn.
That sounds insane.
Get Out.
No.
That's
How's it
a
so
different
fast?
game, actually. It's not a
Was
game.
that, like,
That's
one
a
frame
film.
every hour?
Yeah.
So
Wasn't
here
it
I'm
like
completely
Cuphead
blind.
was like that? Cuphead was all like hand drawn, like hand animated.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
different.
Cuphead looks like amazing.
Crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah. Beautiful. I would never play it. It's everyone's just like it's so hard, and I'm like, those games like the grinding repetitive stuff kills me.
The
Did you just die?
the score was pretty
Yep.
impressive
That was
as well
brutal.
for Cuphead because
Nuze, why are you
they
so
went
bad at
down
this
that
game?
whole like halfway between like gypsy jazz and like
Yeah.
not like big band but like skiffle, not skiffle.
Yeah, the
that,
music
that kind
was
of
unique, yeah.
that
was
kind of
really
thing.
good.
Like yeah,
It was fun. That was like a really fun game to watch be streamed, but also be like, no way am I putting
honky
myself
tonk,
through
closer
that.
to gypsy jazz and honky tonk. That's more what I'm thinking of. But yeah, no, that it had a really great kind of feel to it, and yeah, I don't know. I guess it's a good time for those kind of games right now. Like kind of difficult, kind of fun, really fun mechanically.
I'd like to see some Portal. You know.
Classic
It's like
Portal.
one of
Well, Portal's a game which is kind of built on mechanics though, over beauty, isn't it? Because like the Source Engine. I mean, I know TF2 is like the reason we're all here. It's not pretty. It's not a pretty.
It's a lot. It's kind of a psychological game as well. Like they talked. I read into this that when they bought the game, Valve, the original game, they worked with the guys.
Nice.
Okay. So essentially, Valve purchased Portal from a group of people. I can't remember what the original game was called, but much like they
I
did with
think it was
Counter-Strike.
called Narbascular Drop.
Yeah. no,
Okay, yeah. So when they did that, they were actually doing a lot of psychological research into isolation, and that was where the companion cube came from. Is that they found that people in isolation for extended periods of time would bond with inanimate objects in an effort to remain social. And so they created the companion cube as a way to psychologically, because you never see another character as Chell,
Yeah.
that you would bond with the companion cube, and they put a little heart on it, and they make you like it, right? And then they make you burn it, and that would
Not
be
saying. I mean,
emotionally
I know you
exhausting.
can't see the Hugs logo, but there is a little heart on that too.
Yeah, see, it's psychological. But that was really interesting to me because like there's a lot of stuff that they did with that, and obviously with GLaDOS, which is probably one of the greatest video game characters ever written. Like they did some really cool stuff with that in a way that like the technical puzzle stuff is really fun.
Yeah.
But for me personally, like my dad loved that game. Like he absolutely loved. The writing was fantastic, the acting was fantastic, and the art was great. And like just even like the second game, the fact that the writing held up And like even though the game had changed quite a lot, the storyline and all the things that they did with it were not disappointing. Like I don't know a lot of people that went into Portal 2 and were like, it sucked.
Yeah.
No, I completely agree. Like the way that they were using like voice and stuff was really interesting to me. Like I thought that a lot of their
As
acting
the story
was,
unravels.
yeah, like the the whole classic twist. I don't know whether unveiling that there's a twist in anything is also like ruining the twist, but in most of the Portal kind of series, you have like a little bitty twist.
There's so many good one-liners, like in both games.
Oh,
They're
yeah.
just fantastic. I mean, I'm glad. Like I'm almost glad Valve doesn't do thirds, because you feel like with Portal, you're just like, just
Too
don't
soon,
touch it.
Sammy
Just leave it.
Face.
Oh yeah, whatever.
Who is
Too
your
soon,
favorite-
Sammy Face.
You know
I'm
what?
almost glad that they never do third games.
You know what? The one we got is fine. I'm happy with TF2.
Yeah.
I'm happy with the one we got.
I mean, we got lucky. Thinking of all the games that only got 2, and how many updates they got.
Yeah, they're not getting
I
updates
mean,
10 years later, like
yeah.
balance updates.
We got mad updates.
Remember they fixed that hitbox 10 years later?
And also, actually, no,
guys.
shout out to Valve. Shout out to
Valve.
is Eric, is the main gentleman that I am in contact with for Hug stuff, and he has been an absolute pleasure to talk to whenever it comes to helping things out for Hugs. They have sorted us out with a medal that will be coming to screens hopefully shortly, called the Heartfelt Hero. It is an incredible medal created in concept by Uberchain and Dart Lutria of Hugs and Tip of the Hats and things like that fame, and modeled by XB33, who's created basically every
Everything
European
recently.
medal in recent history.
I cannot wait to put the medal on and make everyone in the server feel like a worse person.
Yeah, and it's £10. Any donations over £10 earn you this medal in TF2.
Don't be that guy that doesn't have the medal in your backpack.
Honestly, I mean, people asked before, how do I get the old medal? You don't. It's over. Like, you cannot
gone.
get that old medal.
Yeah.
So
Okay, here's a good question. Can I wear both medals?
I don't believe you can wear 2 medals at once. That's not us. It's that is a Valve thing.
I know. I want to win my
want one
my
here and one here.
Premiership playoff medal and my Hugs medal at the same
Yeah.
time.
I want both my Hugs medals. I think one.
Oh,
on
like
each
one on
breast.
each bazunga.
Yeah, on one each.
Babunga.
Badunga.
Babunga.
Badunga.
No, I could swear.
No, it's Badunga.
Are you sure it's not babungas?
I'm the one
I've
who
been
made
saying
up the word.
babungas the whole time.
I don't think it matters. What matters
What a
is,
faux pas.
What matters is Badunga, Babunga, same thing. Same thing.
I mean, that was a really nice little set of segues to explain that the medal is cool and that people should consider donating for it.
Yes, £10 or
Absolutely.
$15 US.
Put them on your Badungas.
Is Sammy Face looking forward to having her makeup done by Apley? I am. It was actually my idea because last year Fribs did Thalish's makeup and he was a very
Oh my
pretty
God,
princess.
he looked fantastic.
We actually could show that video on
We
stream.
should, yeah. It was pretty good.
I think Ash will be up for me showing that at some
Yeah,
point. I mean, we did so it wasn't during Hugs last year, it was in the after stream. We did an after stream about a couple of weeks later when we announced all the raffle winners and all the competition winners. We might do one for this as well, sometimes
Just
a couple
like a
of weeks
wrap-up,
later.
catch all the stuff.
Yeah, we have a chance to
Yeah.
like calm down a bit and then we'll maybe like all get together, relive a couple of the funny moments. Oh, remember that time that so and so dropped whatever, And so maybe we'll do that. Otherwise, we'll release it another time. But yeah, we
didn't have time. We didn't have time to do it
Yeah.
on stream, so we did it at the Airbnb after the stream had ended.
yeah.
But that was one of the incentives that was reached, so that was pretty cool. So I thought this year to put a twist on it
I'm trying to remember
instead.
what song did we use?
You were beautiful.
Christina Aguilera.
You are
Yeah.
beautiful.
No, I was just trying to think. It was like in my head, I could see his face. I could not.
I love
see
that
the-
she did his whole makeup and then gave him
Yeah.
another mole.
Yeah. No, I couldn't
Let's
think
put
what.
that right
Yeah,
back there.
it's a really funny
it's
little
great.
piece. It's one of the first things that I ever did on Adobe Premiere, and it's now one of my main video editors. So
Yeah.
I'd love to see that because I'm pretty sure I'll be shocked and
It
appalled.
was a pretty funny video.
And
So the whole idea was that Eatblue do my makeup because he was the one person that I figured if you put mascara in his
on one
hands,
side.
he's gonna do one of these. He's gonna have no idea. So I think that'll be fun, and I have no shame. So I thought that would be enjoyable. I offered at Toth to let someone cut my hair,
yeah,
and they never used it. And now I like my hair.
yeah.
So I'm loth to part with it. So I think instead the makeup thing would be quite fun, and Amy has more makeup than I do, so hopefully she'll let us borrow some. Because I have like a palette of beige eyeshadow and some mascara, and that's like, that's it. I don't have a whole lot to work with, so hopefully
How far
Amy's
are
got
we
some
off
stuff we can borrow.
from that incentive?
Yeah, let's
no,
break
that
down
works.
the incentives at the moment. So we've got 4 incentives currently live. We want to break down those before we add any new stuff.
Oh yeah.
So the first incentive, Perm eats entire birthday cake for breakfast. We've got roughly
Is he behind the
£520
box?
ish.
Oh no,
before,
he's on the stairs still.
That kind of goes forward. That it's quite far off, £500. But we need to try and push that before Sunday morning. So anybody who's donating, I still plead with you, donate and use the Perm eating birthday cake incentive.
Yes.
I mean, I know the others are great. I know that other people might fight for the others. This one is special to me. I want to see him puke.
It's up there.
We have another one, which is controller-only pub
Which makes sense.
for 9 a.m. tomorrow.
That
It's
sounds
roughly £300 off. It's way more achievable in the long run.
Yeah.
I mean, I know it's the overnight stream, but
Is that being led by Worms?
yeah, Worms is part
Okay.
of it. Yeah.
Yeah, Worms is a
I'm go-
classic controller.
I'm gonna beef this up a little bit, right? Worms
I'm really low.
is the best gamer I've ever seen use a controller in TF2. Nobody is better than Worms.
I've got
Have you
a
seen
card that
Shade?
dropped a bomb on my
No,
screen.
it doesn't matter. Worms
Okay,
is the best.
Okay.
No, don't argue with me.
I'm just saying. Shade is renowned for like winning MGE Spire.
Okay,
with the controller.
we need to get Worms and Shade to play MGE against each other with controllers.
That would be cool.
That is quite saucy.
Although it's going to be like 3 a.m. for him. So.
Yeah.
At some
we'll
point,
see.
maybe a future.
In the future, yeah.
I mean,
if we want to see controller pubs tomorrow,
I think,
with
yeah, I
Worms.
think it'd be fun to
That's
have
definitely
controller v controller MGE. I think would be really fun.
absolutely. Yeah.
We've also got the
He's
Epley
on
does
site, on
Sammy's
site.
makeup Sundays, so there's no real time limit on this one as long as it's before, let's say, the early afternoon,
Nice.
because a lot's
Yeah.
going on before that point.
Got to figure something out.
That is roughly.
Yeah.
Wait,
See,
what
the
is
chat
it?
knows.
It's about
PS2 controller air shots.
yeah, it's about £450 off.
I think I was like.
So that's quite doable as long as people kind of work towards it. And then the last
Yeah,
one that we've
he's gonna
currently
go
got
down
open
here,
is
I
the
think.
closest one. We're currently £130 off of Cadus main calling a pub to victory, which was actually going to be really, really fun. It's for
Yeah,
4
that's
p.m.
a pretty
tomorrow.
good one too. I think that'd be a lot of fun. Just because I feel like he can do it. Like he can pull it off. He can remove himself from the situation and just make it about the game.
Yeah. So
Focus.
those are the 4 available. I mean, to get there, I mean, I know £140 for the Cadus one might seem like a lot of money, but we're not asking £140 from you. There we go. We're downstairs. Okay, this is
Thanks,
a
Zen.
great example, actually. Great example. So Zen downstairs, he's now
Napping?
he's chucked us. Yeah, he's napping, but he's seen and he's heard the call, the great call to action, and he's donated £20 with the donation message. Make Perm eat the cake. That's £20 from him, but we're now £20 closer to Perm eating that cake. And I will
believe.
personally walk out there and I will buy that cake
Let's
we
do
got
it.
to film you buying that cake.
happily.
Yeah.
Honestly, happily.
We should get some crisps as
Yeah.
well and possibly some soda.
Yes, so actually,
Soda.
we really need bits.
Yeah, we need some bits.
It's like proper
Maybe some-
party food.
Well, there's some pasta salad and some chips. We have late night chips.
Oh, I've got to say, like, I'm
ones?
not going to say I'm
Just
not
the frozen
enjoying,
ones. Ooh,
yeah.
I'm not
Just
put 'em
enjoying
in the
these
oven.
games, but
Ooh,
oh,
chips.
I could be down
So
with
yeah,
that.
after this, let's make some late night chips and we'll watch Late Night Love
Amazing.
and then
It feels
pass out.
really
Ooh.
strange for you to say the word chips and actually mean like chips instead of.
Here's the thing. And people comment about this.
Pretty
Zen
close.
was saying comment about this as well. I get this a lot. If I say French fries, Epoli will bully me. If I say aluminum, Epoli will bully me. If I say pants and not trousers, Epoli will bully me. So when I'm in the UK, as a standard rule, I just tend to use the local vernacular as a way
Because of-
to
because of
avoid
Epoli.
being bullied. And it's a habit I got into because we hung out so much. My first trip out here was like 2 years ago, and we spent so much of those first 2 weeks together that I just got conditioned really quickly to just not be American.
We've
Well,
got a
that's
question
one,
there of when is
yeah,
the
sure,
birthday
that's
cake? That is an important question because I know people don't want to see it. People do want to see it, might be. So Permzilla, let me quickly check the schedule because this isn't a very usual schedule question. I need to check when the earliest time he is in because I want it to be for breakfast. It's
Yeah.
very specifically.
Make him really sick.
Yeah, so I've made it so he is getting in. Oh my god, I was very mean to Perm. He's currently getting in at 6 a.m.
Yep.
So what I would do is I would do it around the 9 a.m. pub. maybe 8 a.m. depending on what's going on. So early morning kind of thing. We're talking about what kind of time is it now? Roughly between 6, 7, 8 hours from now.
I see Cadis strolling around here. Possibly he might want to take my spot for a little while and have a chat.
Maybe.
Jason.
See, was interested in him. We're trying to call him over. I will say now, we've just received another question for the Late Night Love segment, and they're very, very good questions. Very sweet. It's an anonymous question, as I say. There's no reason to attach your name to it. But it'd be really cool to get a couple more of them. You know, either at Hugs_.tf. You can hashtag HugsLates. I mean, that's a bit more of a pain for me, but I don't mind trolling through. Or email stuff@Hugs.tf. Chuck us your Late Night Love questions. The main reason I ask is because people have asked some kind of okay questions, but if we could fill Lego's time with some really cool questions, then like everybody wins. It becomes more enjoyable to watch. Like maybe you get something out of it.
I want to see some real awkward questions for Phil.
Yeah, make them think, make them try, and also you could win a keyboard if you're in Europe. So why not? You know, it's free to try.
Okay, Knock in chat has asked, do the EU call it soda or pop? We don't call it either, do we?
Well, no, it depends what you're talking about, doesn't it? Really?
Well, I think their soda is like Coke. Right?
Yeah. Well,
Is that right?
Could you have like lemonade soda? Is that a weird question?
I don't.
Is it like
yeah,
fizzy
it's
drinks?
Yeah, I guess that's what we would call it. We call it fizzy drinks. Like.
I guess when it sounds like quite childish when you say it like that,
Yeah,
doesn't it?
Yeah, but even then, it's like you just call it by its name.
Soda.
It's gonna get a Fanta.
All right, yeah, I'll just
get
run
a
this.
Sprite.
There's one coming behind.
Fizzy carbonated drink. Yeah, that'll work.
Carbonated.
It's fizzy non-tea.
I'm just gonna go the same way as you. You know, that's dumb. If I can get anything.
I think the idea anyway. Let's. I mean, we've been hearing from the CS boys a little bit on and off. Let's hear a bit full-on CS. What's going on?
Okay, so
It's a tense one.
against an Orpa, who's just on the left door there. I don't know why
We
Fate
found him.
didn't know that. He's obviously not as good at.
It does seem, yeah, I'm not as good at seeing through walls as you are. Yeah.
I've been called out for cheating in every game we played so far.
That's because you're a cheater.
Go on, run us through this. I was going to call it a mid, but it's not really a mid, is it? Run us through this round.
What's the plan?
I don't know. I'm gonna buy this gun, run at them, and hold down my mouse button. So here we go.
Okay.
I'm holding down my mouse button in 3, 2, 1.
You suck, Gubbins.
Oh, Fate.
Fatey boy.
My man.
Very nice. All right. Let's see what one of the other boys are doing. Should we go to Gemm? Should we see what Gemm's doing? I think we're slowly going to move over. I mean, it's a lot to ask from a production studio at this time of night to go instantly, you know. Yeah, there's I know there's bits going on.
This is news.
This is news, but let's talk to news anyway. News, what's going on?
I'm being quite boring right now because I'm trying to. there's this part of the map that's like you can platform in it, but it's dark and I don't have an item that gives me any light. So I've put on charms that give me extra lives temporarily, and I'm trying to go through this bit of platforming blind and remember the steps, and I'm getting further each time. So it's a bit of a methodical way to play it, but it's pretty tricky. You can see what I mean,
turn off,
especially
can
while
you,
there's
Nuze?
something shooting me.
Can't turn off. 2:30 in the
Nope.
morning, and he's just like, you know what? Let's go methodical. That's a news brain right there.
So you can see what I'm doing, and it's a bit tricky.
What?
I've lost the ability to be a human.
That's not bad. Let's move over to Gemm. Let's go on. Let's see what he's doing. Let's see whether he's
Okay.
Oh no.
Well, that's,
Yeah, so
you know.
I changed game. Isaac wasn't going well for me, so I decided to play Half-Life 2, which is another game I've tried to like learn speedrunning in the past. I'm currently pressing a baby into a wall with the.
Well, that's enough for me. Thank you, Gemm.
Let's see the Counter-Strike. What are you doing, Gubbins?
We've just finished a round, and I
We've
have
got a
crate
box
full.
to open. Yeah.
Ooh, let's take a look at that. Let's take a look at the box. What's in the
who's opening
box?
the box? Is it a Gubbins box?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Let me know. Are we ready?
Yeah, we're ready.
Yeah,
Come on,
yeah,
let's
we're
go. Let's do it. Let's do it.
I'm so hype.
Are we ready?
Oh, yeah.
We're ready. Let's go.
God.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
It's gonna be a
This
knife.
is so anticlimactic.
Oh, that's garbage, mate.
Nice.
That's not good.
That's a pretty strange looking
It's a,
knife.
it's a Mac 10.
I don't know
pretty,
what
yeah.
that is.
I'll wear that.
Well, actually, I do now.
Alright.
Seeing it, but
I've got a CZ with a little Caribou sticker on it. It's my pride and joy. Yeah.
Shout out.
Shout out.
Yeah, we had a couple of donations whilst we were chilling. There was a £10 anonymous donation. Thank you, anonymous.
Thanks.
And an £11 donation from a gamer named Org.
Zach.
yeah.
So shout out to those two guys. That's £21. Hopefully they were listening when I asked. Please donate to the
Permzilla.
Permzilla eating birthday
Permzilla.
cake. Like generally overnight, donations slow down. You expect them to. Europeans asleep. Americans, they got stuff to do.
Potato still awake.
Potato. Shout out potato.
Shout out to Potato.
But it seems like we know it's going to slow down. But everyone who does donate, Permzilla birthday cake.
What did he get? He got a blue Mac 10, like blue wibbly thing.
Blue Wibbly.
Blue Wibbly. That's right.
Yep, that's the technical name.
Yeah. So in roughly 22 minutes, we'll be moving on from the chill arcade segment into a few pubs. I believe a couple of these guys might be moving on to the sofa just to relieve.
Can I play pub? I
Relieve
feel
us.
like I never
I
got to
believe
play
there's
video
space.
games.
Yeah, I believe there's space.
I want to play some video games this weekend.
I mean, I don't think anyone's going to complain. I mean, everyone's very tired, so whoever actually wants to do stuff, I think we'll be very thankful for it. So yeah, we'll be having a few gamers, jumping onto some pubs. We're going to be opening this pub up again. I'm not sure of the current state of our servers in terms of whether the NA1 ever really got off the ground, but we'll check it out. We'll check out, see what we can do. Otherwise, it'll be EU pubs, but, sorry, America, you got to deal with it. We're an EU
Suck
event.
in America.
Yep, but we'll try and get some pubs on the go, have some fun. I know overnight we generally have some really good fun on pubs. Like, we had people all over the world coming to pubs last year, so it'd be really cool to see some of you guys there. That's roughly an hour into the Late Night Love segment, so that's what you're looking at for the next 2 or 3 hours.
Good.
But there's some really nice stuff there.
Gubbins just donated 50
£50.
pounds.
Woo!
The message. Permzilla.
Thank you,
Permzilla.
Gubbins. That's
I
a
really
great.
want to watch him eat a birthday cake. It's going to be so uncomfortable for him.
Yeah.
That's leading by example, Gubbins. That's making it happen.
This is
Thank
how we
you.
torture our friends.
Oh,
How
very
far
nice.
off we now?
Ooh, let's double check it, shall we? I don't know how quickly it updates. I will shout that out because I'm not entirely
I
sure
like
how
when
the
we
system
make
works.
it Bully Thursday.
So let's see what it says. I mean, it might have just logged me out and told me nothing. Like sometimes it does that.
Yeah.
Okay, so we've managed to push it well over the 500 mark. We now only got about 470-ish left.
Doable.
Ooh,
And a
yeah,
good,
we can do that.
like 6-7 hours to do it. So £470, 6-7 hours. Anyone do the maths on that? I mean, Pim's not awake, so I can't ask him.
No, thank you.
Per hour.
You know what? I believe
Even
in
if
you,
I was
Stream.
awake.
I believe that we
What was
can
the
do
question?
this.
It doesn't matter either way.
We already forgot.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're gone.
So yeah, we're going to slowly work towards that. Remember, if you have anything you want to give, I mean, you don't need to. You're happy. You're happy watching. We're happy you're watching.
Yeah.
Someone says he got here in time. I'm wondering for what.
For Gemm putting a baby against a wall weirdly the
Yeah.
first time we went over
Strangely
there.
enough, this is actually the only scene I've ever seen in Half-Life, and I've seen it like 4 times. Because every time I watch someone play this game, it's just
just this
these 2
scene.
people
Yeah.
in this room, and just forever. They never leave this effing room. They're just
It
always
does
there.
take a while.
Are you bopping that gentleman on the head?
Yeah, if you pop him on the head, he teleports.
Because it's a half-an-hour scene.
Yeah.
Yeah, is there something to do with like if you
Sauce.
try to put an object where someone is, they'll move forward?
Yeah, so the game thinks it can't pass to where they need to be, so it just teleports them there.
Ah.
Just to prevent it, from getting soft locked.
I find it very ambitious of we to be changing the game every time the
I'm
camera
I'm
changes.
impressed.
Is he trying to do that?
He is.
can
It's
we-
really impressive.
Yeah, no. Why
This,
don't we?
this is the talk show.
Yeah, can we get a few like really low level donations? Like really really small donations, just saying like save animals, etc. Because like when we're talking speedrun strats and talking about saving animals, it's fulfilling something in my outer psyche and inner psyche. Blizka, man, I'm so happy. Is that related to getting here in time? We're happy to have you.
Hello, welcome.
Yeah, we're here.
New friend.
Yeah. new friends, old friends, come on back.
So should we do a little bit of I mean, we've got about 20 minutes until we change over.
Yeah.
I feel that's enough time to get a little bit reflective. Omni, how are you? How's your day going so far? How's your hugs?
Yeah, it's been good. It's been a good time.
How was the McDonald's?
Which one?
Did you go to the one at the
I've
station
been
twice?
4 times in 3 days.
The
There's
man,
other
the myth,
food.
the legend. I tried to go to McDonald's. I made an effort. I tried. It was the first time in 20 years. I was just like, you know what? I'm starving. Everything's closed.
Just
I will go to McDonald's. And
It's
then
the
they gave me no
closest-
sauces.
Oh,
And then I wept and ate
did
snack
Squirrel
sausages.
tell you what happened earlier?
Yeah, they
Yeah,
screwed up his
yeah.
too.
Mine's fine.
Shocking.
But yeah,
Just expect nothing, and they will give you that.
every one of my McDonald's has been great. I feel awful for eating it.
Yeah,
but
no, yeah.
At least I'm fed.
Yeah. We had some
and
pizza
other
earlier.
And other than not being able to like lie down for like 5 minutes, yeah, pretty good, pretty good.
I've been enjoying it.
Yeah.
I'd like to point out that there is a male somewhere in this building awake right now that is using the women's restroom, and I would like to request that they not do that because
Wait, what?
the toilet seat was up.
Things that make you go.
So only because Amy and I have used it as a changing room, we've got all our stuff in there, our makeup and all that stuff. I don't want to.
Yeah.
That would be weird.
Things
that would
that
be
make
awkward.
you go.
Someone's using
Well,
the
I've
women's
just used
restroom.
that one, so.
Oh, that's your personal restroom.
Oh yeah, you've got your own
Yeah.
personal one.
Yeah.
Like you do this every year. It's just like we get in here and it's just like claimed.
But you know
like,
what though? That's
sleep
good
in
because that means the other one's not going to smell.
Yeah.
Are you trying to say?
You ate
That I
McDonald's
have.
4 times in the last 3 days. That's what I'm trying to say.
It wasn't even on purpose. Like I've had McDonald's twice today, and I didn't even realize it until earlier.
We've descended down that hole.
Pizza
It's
was an option. We
because-
offered you pizza.
I woke up this morning.
There's one
I
date
was
on it.
asleep on this sofa,
Nice.
and John woke me up on purpose.
Woo!
Like I don't know why. I think he was just lonely, so he decided, who can I wake up? I'll just wake up Omni. And then he made it up to me by buying me McDonald's breakfast. So that's the McDonald's I forgot I had this morning. I had 3 hash browns. They were pretty good. And that's all I had.
I found the Starbucks next door is lovely, and I will be returning a few more times, I think, because it's the only place I know of that will do me unsweetened iced tea.
Oh, you actually got one?
Yes, it was
Oh,
fantastic.
nice.
It was like my first, the first thing all month that went my way, you know?
Well, yeah,
Oh, let's shout out one of the comments in chat right now. Possible to write a pastebin for a donation message. You can write one. Unfortunately, we use a system which is, I'll point to the monitor. It's right there, which shows us what the donation message says so that we can read it. Otherwise, we have to have all of our devices, and that's very rude. Like, to be on, everyone get your phones out. And
You
if
see
we're
the-
all here just like, it's like your mum when you're at home for the first time in like 6 months.
Don't even
and,
know what I've
like,
done with
She's
my
playing
phone.
Candy Crush.
yeah, and it's just like, man, let's have actual conversation. So, we try not to use our phones too much when we're on here. So we have a little thing over there.
Sorry,
so
I've
that's
got a Twitter notification. Excuse me.
yeah. Sorry, I'll wait.
Okay, I'm done.
Actually, no. To be fair, considering I did a bit of a teaching job, it's like I'll wait.
Oh, wait, you can go.
Sir?
You can go. Drop
So yeah, we have a little screen over there, and that has a maximum count and stuff as well. So if you give us a twit longer or a whatever, whatever,
We'll read the link.
we'll read the link, but we won't help. Yeah.
Nine.
Yeah.
Only 10 seconds.
So that's a really long answer to a very short question.
This breeze has just been saving my life.
Revolutionized the
It was.
game.
I cannot express to you how warm it was in this room prior to opening this window, and just life changing.
Yeah.
I feel phenomenal. I could do this for another 4 hours.
Yeah, I'm going to use this point to make a small... Actually, no, I don't think the TV's on downstairs. I was going to use this point to try
I
and
put
wake
on
up the
mute
gamers
so they
downstairs.
could nap
Yeah.
because I'm
yeah,
nice.
that's what we use that room for. That's what we wanted to use it for anyway.
Yeah.
Makes sense for the TV bill.
Yeah. In roughly 15 minutes, there's going to be a changeover for pubs, and that involves the Lego gamers. So I was going to say, give them a poke, anyone who is downstairs. Because we're on the night shift, so we've got skeleton staff. But thanks to Ash,
One
and-
down pop, I heard.
who's currently running production pretty much solo, because Gemm's running games for us. And yeah, shout out you guys. Thanks for joining me.
Yeah, I'm the
Go
best.
You're welcome.
Yeah.
I'm literally here just to stop myself from falling asleep.
Yeah.
It's you know what? 4 bright lights shining directly into your eyes is actually a pretty good way to do that.
It didn't work last year.
Yeah.
I fell asleep in front of that like industrial light.
You could stop talking about your butthole.
Yeah, that was something else entirely.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was
Surprisingly,
great.
I haven't dived down that yet. So.
That was something. Man, yeah, you can tell it's getting late in the day. Energy levels peaking, if you know what I mean.
Peeking.
Oh,
By
there's-
peaking, I mean I'm dying.
We've got a Lego boy in the house.
But we've got money to raise, so no time for death.
Well, we'll power through.
Yeah, we
We'll
got
power
it.
through. We're raising money
We
for
got
special effects.
Woo!
The Gamers Charity, based in
Hammersmith one?
No, it's definitely not
That's
Hammersmith.
not where they're based out
Hertfordshire?
of. Hertfordshire, sure.
That's the one. Based in Hertfordshire, they create customized gaming aids for people with disabilities so that everybody can enjoy video games. And if that is not a damn good cause, then I cannot think of one.
Do you know what would have been really excellent? I think
What?
we should arrange this for another year.
Yeah.
But we should try and see if someone that they work with would be happy to be on our stream and show off
There's
their
one
equipment.
main.
That would be excellent. Because then it really shows like what we're
Yeah,
raising the
show
money
some
for.
tech. You know, that'd be really cool. I mean, we've got some success stories. I mean, I think we've got a couple that we might be able to run in a break at some point.
Oh yeah, we do. Yeah.
We've got some success story video clips that they've given us, and they are great. Like, it's one of those things where every time you watch them, you get a little bit, you know, like, oh my heart. You're just like, oh wow,
I
like
remember-
we're actually making a difference.
I
Holy
remember
cow!
watching the one that they did about how this kid was able to watch like the Doctor Who Christmas special with his
Yeah.
brother at Christmas. It was just I'm choked up right now. Like that kind of stuff is really cool.
Yeah. I'm getting a heck of a load of those CS boys,
Let's see
especially
what's
a Kado
happening back
conversation.
on train.
Yeah, let's move over. Let's see some CS. If our producer is about.
here he is.
There
Yeah.
you go. Hey, what's up?
Ba-boom.
So what's
We are
going on, boys?
train. We
So
see
I had a pretty good position, and then Gubbins threw a smoke grenade on me.
Gubbins
so I
has
had to move and got killed.
Gubbins has an AK. He's shooting the guy there, not hitting him. Pretty bad. Standard. And you know,
Go on,
missed
Gub.
again.
Go on, Gub. Go on, Gub.
Go on, me lad.
Go on, Gub. You got this, mate.
Oh, come on, boys.
Go on, Gub. Go on.
Go on.
I tried to
no,
stick
so
it
fake.
to his demise.
Yeah, unlucky from Gubbins there.
Unluckers in chat. That's not an emote, so it won't come up with anything. Just write
Unluckers.
Unluckers. Unluckers. Should be an emote. Let's
Yeah.
make one.
Yeah, I actually agree with we. We're going to slowly start moving back into TF2 within the next 10-15 minutes. So let's get these pubs populated. These guys are going to be wrapping up in 10. Anybody who is around wants to get into those pubs, you know, let's get down there. You know, bang on 3
Yeah.
3 hour time. Let's get some really good pubs going on. We'll probably be in the first one.
Most likely, we're probably going.
Oh wait, whichever one fills the most, you know, we'll end up
Yeah.
down there.
Pick your favorite.
Yeah, we've got a few gamers. Sammy's on about maybe coming to play.
Yeah, if there's spot, if there's
Yeah,
space.
if there's spots, you know, we'll get some gamers in there. We'll play a few pubs. Read out some donations. We've got quite a lot of archive donations to go through as well.
Oh
Yeah.
yes.
You know, we could just read through those for hours. I mean, there's a lot. You know, you guys have really given a lot. So,
Yeah, you guys have been excellent.
as
Just-
always,
Just
always.
pure excellence. Just mwah. Everyone's amazing.
it's been a really sweet show so far. There's a lot to come up. I mean, I'd say I can't really figure out maths-wise how far through we are, but it feels about halfway.
I think like 6 a.m. is halfway.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, 6 a.m.'s the midpoint.
Wow, that's shocking.
Yeah.
That's a lot. That's a lot
We
of time.
are,
Got a little ways to
we
go.
are still here, man.
We're with you, buddy.
Don't worry, we got you.
Well, we're idiots.
I wish there was still pizza.
So we're not even halfway through. Wait, no, let's bring it down. That was a bit of a downer. We're not even halfway through. We're on 11.2 and 1,000 that is. And, you know, I think by the end of this, we can really be pushing those high
We've
numbers.
still got half a day left.
Yeah.
Yeah, good 12 hours left.
Yeah. Last year we raised 18,120 something,
Yeah.
3, something around that kind of number. There's no reason that we could not just push that a little bit harder. You know, like, I know it's tough. I know it's tough to ask for money, but, you know, it'd be really cool if we can together make something a little bit more.
TF2 community can do it.
Yeah, I mean, we
Yeah.
blew special effect away today.
Yeah.
You guys blew special effect away today, and it'd be really cool if we could, really give them something to take away from this year.
Yeah, including all that money.
Mainly, you know,
Mainly the
really
money,
make a difference.
but also the feeling of
and the
something
awareness.
Yes,
is always good. Like
absolutely.
this when I found out what this charity was, it was just such an incredible concept. And I think that that's one of the biggest things as well that we've been talking about multiple times is just people being aware that it exists. And there's times where, you know, someone hears about something like this and they think like, oh, there's actually some way I can help. Or there's actually someone I know that could benefit from this charity. So that it's really cool when smaller charities like this get the opportunity to speak to a bit of a wider audience and get more exposure is really nice. So I think that like drawing attention to it is also really big.
It means everything, I guess. Like these, I mean, I know these guys they're doing a lot now. Like they say they started small, you know, one man and his dog. That's what they're saying about, you know.
Yeah.
They told a really wonderful story. If you guys haven't checked that out, go check out the VODs or wait for the stuff to come up on YouTube. But there was a really lovely, you know, interview series with Becky Frost of Special Effect. Told a lot of the story and, you know, like how they started from nothing. But they really are growing to be quite a decent size now. They're managing to access a lot more people. You know, they were Games Charity of the Year last year, I think, or maybe this year. You know, they're getting a lot more buzz and a lot more support, and being part of that network of support and making it so that they can just like, you know, let's not help like, you know, 2 or 3 people. Let's help loads of people get this like individual, like custom support. I mean, like you don't get that in pretty much anything now. Like there's very few things in which you can actually go out there and say like, yo, this is custom. This is for me. This is going to sort me out.
Yeah.
And it's such a genuine concept as well. Like there's nothing more selfless than sitting down and saying we're going to find a way to help you in particular.
Yeah.
I think what's quite nice as well, looking at some of the leaflets we've got here, a lot of them aren't even game related as well. There's a lot of ones that are just for simple things like communication, things that we just don't see as a problem for, you know, every day, like we're talking here, but like...
I think one of the success stories was about someone who completed like a degree or like a PhD or something, like with software because they didn't have access to a normal keyboard. You know, like that. You have to think, you have to think like in the head, just like, okay, it isn't just people who can't play, you know, video game. Like, yeah, video games are cool, but like, it
You
also
can't use Twitter.
Yeah, it breaks down barriers for
send
pretty
an
much
email.
everything.
Yeah.
You know, you hear stories about how someone's kid told them they love them for the first time because of iSoftware. That's the real stuff right there. It's just like, holy heck, you know, that's why we try and raise money. It's because like it's more than just video games. It is inclusion and it is communication. And if there's one thing we've learned from 5 years of Hugs, having bad communication frickin' sucks. We're trying to be better than that. We're trying to make everybody better than that, and we want to be able to communicate. So, you know, that's a reason to want to...
I think we've learned a lot about communication this year.
Oh, yeah.
Look at where we are now. It's looking pretty
good.
good.
Yep, we're up at 3 a.m. That's where we are, Omni.
Well, no. Like, compared to last year, we've been pretty tight on schedule.
Oh, yeah.
We've had people in the right place.
Except for that time we just completely ignored pirate radio.
Puppet radio?
I'm not gonna mention that because it was partially my fault. Mostly my fault.
Mostly you just holding the mouse over here and going, "It's fine, I got this."
Like, yeah.
Don't even need to look at the
everything
screen.
explodes.
Don't even need to do anything. Die.
Yeah,
Every
3
5
failures.
minutes. Yeah.
As a reminder, as Nightbot says, you can donate items via scrap.tf or money via our site at hugs.tf
Do need to give
/donate.
that shout out to Jill.
Shout out to Jill.
Shout out to Jill.
Shout out Jill.
Shout out to
That,
Jill.
Jill's a good boy.
Jill, I love you.
I will never forgive
me
Jill
for whatever I did.
for getting us hooked on those stupid garlic bread rolls.
Oh my!
They're so good.
Do you
I
reckon
hate
we can
Domino's.
tell that story.
Yeah.
Like, that's a safe for work story.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah. Okay. So like we were at it was
Tough.
Tip of the Hats. Yeah, we're at Tip of the Hats last year, and it's the first time in which I've really got to hang out with Jill and really have a lot of fun. You know, just like chilling. You know,
It's
like
the
meet
first
the guy.
event he's been to.
Yeah, meet the man behind the stories, the myth, and someone who's like already helped support Hugs since its second year.
Plus competitive sixes, like a
Yeah.
lot.
In the second year of Hugs, he gave the same amount as the full of the year before. Dodgy English there, but you know, he gave the full amount of the first year in the second year of Hugs. So yeah, that was amazing. You know, since the second year, 4 years ago. So you know, he's been around for a really long time. Got to meet him, got to hang out with him, and we found out that he really liked tiny pizza garlic bite roll things.
It's like pull apart bread that you can get from Domino's, which
Yeah.
I never order from because Domino's is trash. But this bread is actually amazing.
it's like these little bites, and
They're just covered in butter and
yeah.
cheese and like some kind of garlic sauce.
Yeah.
And he kept buying them for
the
us.
first night he ordered like a few. I don't know how many you can buy in
like
a pack.
I think it's like 20 is
Yeah,
what he
so
got.
he
But
got
there was
like
like 12 of
20.
us. Yeah.
Yeah, he got like 20 on the first night. He got like 40. And I'm pretty sure by the last night he ordered like 300.
The party.
Yeah.
At the party, he bought. There were still boxes in my fridge after.
He bought
Tip of the
like
Hats from him.
9-10 boxes or
Yeah,
something.
but
of
most
these
of them
rolls.
got eaten. Like there were still leftovers, but most of them got eaten. Like we literally just got very drunk
Man.
and just ate
He
bread
made it
rolls.
happen.
They were so delicious.
Made it
What's
happen.
up? Lilibit Ingy Pingy is in chat, and he says, "Wait, what did Omni do with Pirate Radio? He failed at MVM. He threw."
Yeah, so MVM did not go well for a number of reasons. It's quite a wonderful story, but with a bad ending. We started out with fully good intentions. We didn't quite hit the donation incentive of going for a 6-engineer strat, so we went for a 3-engineer strat. You know, we don't want to, like break you guys down and say, your donations are worth nothing. 3-engineer strat. Had a bit of fun. Unfortunately, Squirrel got kicked from the server.
No, he nudged the power button on Permzilla's computer because it's in the worst place ever, and it just turned the computer off.
And then, so he was out of the game. We had a random guy from, the wide network of MVM come and join. He was doing okay.
Mr.
And then,
Feeder.
There you go. And then Omni ended up getting.
I broke my config
timed.
somehow.
Yeah.
And I couldn't. And for some reason, my attack button went to enter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then, so you left, and then Squirrel took your spot, and then the guy left on his own volition, and then you took his spot. And then everything was go crazy, and then we had an OBS crash on the production PC, so no one saw the ending. So when everyone went through the entire process of playing 3 out of 4 MVM missions so that we could all end on the same one, didn't matter, because none of you saw it anyway. I got a video on my camera,
If
though.
it makes you feel any better, no one won anything.
Yeah, no one won anything. It was terrible.
Also, we got a donation from, I believe, Australian Madness of Jasmine T. Repute.
Maybe.
I believe.
Who knows?
Because
Prove
I
it.
don't think there's any other madness. But that is £30. It says my entire TF2 earnings. I'm going to guess that's accurate. Because Rewind 1, not so great with the
No,
prize
it
pool.
did not go so well.
But that was awesome. That was my favorite LAN teams-wise. Because I feel like it was like a lot of American teams plus 7 plus Jasmine T. And that was really, really cool. I liked that.
That's a approval from Wheat there. It is the Australian Madness. Shout out Madness.
Nice. Thank you, Madness. And a £10 donation from Raptor. Hello. Hope you all survived the night. Thank you, Raptor. It is way past your bedtime, little boy.
Is that our little Raptor?
Get yourself
Is
to
that
bed.
Maybe.
is
Might
that little
be.
ba-
Might
is
be
that
another
little
Raptor,
baby Oh, wait, or would Raptor go under with the 00X? I don't know.
I don't feel like if he's donating, he would. I feel like he would know that we
I
would
guess
know
so.
it was him.
Raptor, go to bed,
I mean, we
bud.
should all survive
Yeah.
the night because we should be doing a changeover quite soon. And by quite soon, I mean almost immediately. So we're going to slowly wrap it up with the gamers who are on the PCs. So, guys on the CS, how's it been? Have you almost finished up?
This is a tense game, this one.
We're about to win this game of train.
Fantastic. Nuze, have you enjoyed Hollow Knight?
Yeah, it's really good. I just unlocked a new ability. And
Yeah, is it something you're interested in continuing to play? And
yeah, for sure.
yeah, might stream it.
Yeah, I could do, to be honest.
Yeah, I mean, there's no reason not to. You have a very loyal fan base. And Gemm, I really hope you're doing something which doesn't involve
Babies.
little inanimate objects.
No, I've moved on from that.
Well, anyway, fantastic, boys. It's been a laugh, a pleasure. Anything from you two?
It's been real weird, as usual.
Yeah.
Favorite segment of the weekend, personally.
Yeah. I mean, we tried to do this last year, but I put it at the wrong time. That was my fault. I put it at 6 a.m. last year. Should never have done
Yeah,
that.
that's a rough time to try and power through. I feel like you have to have something specific to do at that time.
Yeah.
Or it all falls apart.
I'm really happy with the timing of this. I'm really happy with the gamers that we've had. Thank you, everyone. Thank you to everyone that's watched. Thank you, everyone that's donated for this section. Permzilla
Is the
birthday
best
cake.
Is the best scout.
Birthday cake. Or I'll leave you with that one. Ash,
Phil's
take us away
birthday
for a
man.
moment.